What's up guys, and welcome back to my newest custom back. Today I brought you a new video here on the channel. Gonna be rocking the floor because we hit it 400 subscribers, almost halfway to the 1000 subs. An absolute amazing road to glory, to the 1000 subs. Now a lot of guys gonna say glory is 1000 subs. No, not really, but if you hit the 1000 subs, which is the hardest time of YouTube, or for you as being a YouTuber, you know what I mean. So yeah guys, now today we're gonna be celebrating the 400 subs with a pretty unique idea that I've got. Now I'm gonna be making all troops raids, not raid but raids. Now what do I mean by this is that I'm gonna be like making all barbarians raid, all archers, all goblins, all giants, all wall breakers, all balloons. Unfortunately we're not going to be making any healers, but we're going to be making all wizards and all dragons. I still didn't unlock the Pekkas. Gonna be unlocking them in a couple of days, but I think in these couple of days gonna be halfway or like at least into 400 subs. So I wanted to actually release this video pretty fast and actually thank you in a pretty sick way. So hey guys, now at the end of this video I'm gonna be announcing a pretty cool announcement, so hold on tight and wait for it. So guys, I'm gonna be jumping to the raids and I will come back to you in a second. So guys, we'll start with the first raid. Now the first raid will be an all barbarians only. The series that it's just successful to this channel, or on this channel. Now we start by releasing our barbarians on the gold collector. I just thought that the gold was all in there, but unfortunately most of it was in the storages. Now I don't know, I think I was blind there, but yeah, you cannot get, using barbarians only to the core of this base, because there's a lot of faults, and there is also kind of not highly leveled mortars, but there are mortars, and mortars could wreck barbarians like nothing. So yeah, I was just getting rid of them mines, and just getting rid of the buildings that are around the base to secure the 50% and get the win, because that's what the goal for every single raid they're gonna be doing on this time. So there was a couple of hidden subs because he was town level 7, so he added some of them. His air defense was shit, so if I attacked him with a pretty sick, like old dragons raid or something like this, he will get wrecked like nothing. But yeah, the barbarians were like massive over here. They were taking everything, not keeping anything behind from the, the surrounding buildings, of course, not from the core of the base or inside the base. But that was a pretty sick base. We got the 50%, the first star. Now we will not get a second star, that's kind of a spoiler, but yeah, we're not gonna be getting the second star just for the reasons that barbarians are not them strong troops. So they got to the town hall over there. I was kind of like amazed on how good they made it there, but they got wrecked pretty fast. And yeah, that was it. That was the full raid. We got 66%. We got not bad loot. I mean, not bad or okay loot, I would say, and 7 trophies, so that was no bad. Now we'll jump into the second raid, which is the all archers raid. Now I like using all the archers on this game. Archers are pretty sick. I don't know why, I just like them. They're one of my favorite troops, in Clash of Clans, of course. They're pretty strong, and they could do a pretty good job. So yeah, kept on spamming them archers on the downside and on the top side, kind of wreck the base. That's a pretty sick strategy to surround the base with archers. The mortars will not have a lot of damage, and it was a town level 5, so we only got 1 mortar, so it was a pretty sick base to actually attack, and the archers did a pretty sick job on to this base. Now the archers are pretty sick for for farming. They are pretty sick also for getting rid of the clan castle reinforcement. They're even pretty sick to let the mortar make a lot of damage on them. So they are pretty sick. We got to the 95%, second star, 98%, 100% raid, pretty sick, using the archers only. For this second raid we used only goblins, was kind of a weird kind of, raid, but yeah, you see the loot on that raid, on that base, and you see how low leveled up. You just want to attack it with all goblins, definitely. So we went ham on them, miners and collectors. The goblins was just coming in waves, no leaving anything there at the base. When it comes to resource wise, they break into the core where there's a lot of storages. There's a lot of loot in that storages, so we're spamming them goblins, just letting them get into this base, letting them actually getting to the storages and getting all that loot that is in there. and they made it 100 over 100,000 gold. Now we get it also to them funky raids now. We're attacking with all giants raid, 40 giants, just craziness. And look at how massive they come. They come in a huge wave. They cannot be stopped. Their hit points are just crazy. I don't think there's any giants that actually got killed into this raid. Just absolutely nuts. And they were just wrecking their base like nothing. Now they attack pretty slow, but the huge wave of them, or like them being all in like one place or focusing on only one building, is just crazy. Now we lost a couple of giants from the spring charge, but any other than that, then I don't think so we lost anything. Now you can see them coming to the core of the base, not caring about the town hall or any of them storages, just getting rid of them defensive buildings first. Now that type of thing was cool. Now that race spell was pretty sick because there was two single targeted weapons that actually went for them giants, and then there was a bit of that rage effect on them to break that wall. They did it. They got rid of that last defense. Now we made a bit of fast forward on this one to actually not waste your time, because they're gonna take a long time to wreck this base and not leave any building on it. Don't worry, that's not a spoiler, because you will see what will happen later on. A huge thing actually. You can see the time's going real fast. There's still a lot of buildings, and the buildings that they are inside walls. And yeah, I put it a raid spell. That was a pretty sick raid spell, because there was 2 layers of forts they need to break and 2 storages plus a town hall, and the raid spell worked pretty sick there. A pretty sick raid spell, some raid spell skills. And yeah, unfortunately we are here 90%. I didn't thought that we will be able to actually get the 100%. So yeah, we got only rid of that elixir storage. Other than that, then the gold storage was left. There was a couple of other building huts or builder huts. So we get to the all world breakers raid, one of them funky, or the most funky one. You can see me just sputting 360s all over the place. Wall breakers are just coming in huge waves. Will it be a pretty sick raid? Until now we're still on 0%. The wall breakers are coming in huge wave. You can see the amount of walls that is getting rid over here. 10 seconds left on this battle, so you know what will happen. Unfortunately, we lose this raid by 0%, so I don't think so that was a good idea. So you guys, we get it to the second raid now. This was the all balloons raid. You see the air defense on this base and how it's just like all in one layer. That's a pretty sick thing to actually attack with balloons. So I went on here, I think, with only healing spells, because the balloons get down pretty fast. And I think on level 6 they have a huge upgrade. They just become huge massive ones. So that healing spell was also pretty clutch, because you can see that the wizard towers are actually spamming them with them like fireballs, you know. So was it week, I think, or was it time, something like this, or that wizard at for. So yeah guys, we'll jump actually after this to the wizard, right, to all the wizard raid, and you'll see what will happen. I guess you could predict what will happen. So the balloons over here were just wrecking the base almost 50%. The defensive towers was like nowhere to be found in this base. It was just that cannon that cannot do anything to them balloons, and they were just wrecking the base. So here, just fast forward it for you to not get bored from what will happen now, because they will just go around every single building and wreck it like nothing. Even the town hall, which has like huge massive hit point, just wrecked it like nothing. Here we're on 71%, 2 stars. Balloons are doing a great job. There is, I think, enough time to actually wreck this full base. It's just a one layer base, so that should not be a big deal. 29 seconds, there's only 3 buildings left, the 2 barracks, the dock barracks and the normal barracks, and the army camp. So the balloons are taking their way to there, wrecking them barracks. 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pow, we got 100%. We jump in straight after that to the all wizards raid, which was a pretty sick raid actually, and not bad base actually also, and a pretty sick loot. So we spam a couple of wizards on the top side to get rid of half of the base coming from the top. Then you'll see what I would do. I like using this strategy instead of putting them all on one side, because the mortar could do a lot of damage. It and the wizard tower. I think the huge downfall of this is like the wizard tower, because the wizards move pretty fast, so they could actually kind of, you know, be able to suffer or survive the motto. So yeah guys, now you can see that I spammed a couple of wizards also from the bottom to finish the other half of the base. It was like nothing, a piece of cake for the wizards. They were wrecking it, and I think like wizards from level 4, from what I have over here, these are level 4 wizards, they stopped being a huge massive troop to actually use. And by the way, if you don't know, these or the wizards are my favorite troops at the game. I like using them, I know how to use them. They're not any skillful wizard, like type of troop to go, and there we get the 100%. So then we're gonna jump into the second raid, or our last raid for today's video. It was an old dragons raid, so we released a huge fail there by releasing only one dragon, but I just wanted to see if there is any traps, because you can see that there was kind of a space for the air defense. So I released all my dragons there, released a raid spell on both of them air defense, which should get rid of them. It's kind of weird because it's on level 8 and still 2 defenses or 2 air defenses. One was low level and one was kind of a good level when it comes to these dragons. So I released that raid spell there, and the other one should get rid of the second air defense and work this base. I think at this level, I just need to go a bit more to get like the max level that these level 2 dragons could destroy. These are level 2 and you can see how much damage they could do. The amount of dark elixir in this base, just let me attack it. The loot was pretty sick also, so that was a pretty sick base to actually attack. I needed the dark elixir also to build my barbarian king as I go to town level 8, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to actually build him on the town level 7, because these type of bases that you could like get the maximum amount of dark elixir. So maximum amount of every base you could get is like 300, and these are like good upgraded compared to town level 7 troops, so level 4 troops. So yeah, now there we were on 93%, 2 stars. Dragons were doing a pretty sick job. There was only the 3 builders hut left. A lot of guys gonna ask me why I didn't release dragons on them at the beginning of the raid, because I think that gonna be kind of a waste if you would ask me. So just release them all in a massive thing till we only lost 1 dragon into this raid, which was like nuts. It was the first dragon that I deployed. Here we were 99%. Only the builder's hut left, and the dragons were taking their way to that builder hut, and poof, it just went like that. So yeah guys, now we have reached the end of the episode, and as I promised you, there was a pretty cool thing that I actually want to talk about. Clan Dopz is back, and now it is open. So if you want to go on and join it, it's the same spelling, everything the same. It's just that you need over 800 trophies to actually join the clan. It's open for everyone, so hope you guys join it, and we just make a pretty cool clan. Now I'm gonna close the clan later on, but for now I'm just gonna leave it open. I'm gonna have a good time with you guys. And yeah guys, now if you don't know, I started a new Twitter account for you to actually check it out. I'm gonna put it's in the description, so check it out and follow me on there. And yeah guys, Joseph Burke, I'm saying out. Don't forget to come like, rating, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I talk real fast and I don't give a shit. Keep up the support guys. Have a nice day. Peace out. It's rage time.